Welcome back to Hot Mess Help Desk, the podcast where we help you survive college with your sanity mostly intact.
I'm Lainey K.
And I'm Maya Ice. And today we've got a very special guest, Kevin Corbin, our Director of Public Safety.
Hello, good morning.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
This is your time to shine.
It is.
Yes, I've been waiting.
It was marked on his calendar, circled a bunch of times.
Yeah, I think I started talking to you about this in October?
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's been prepping for months.
I know.
It really is his time to shine. Okay, let's do a little check-in corner here. So let's be honest. When you're walking across campus at night, during the day, whatever, are you alert? Are you scrolling through TikTok? Or are you pretending to be in a music video?
Well, you all know how we feel about a hot girl walk. So y'all already know we're strutting our stuff. So
What about you, Kevin?
I will say that as I go across campus, it is a regular thing to pass by students who have their heads in their phones,
Mhm.
they're not paying attention. And it's one of those things I always just mentally catalog for a later discussion with students about, hey, we need to pay attention, spatial awareness, situational awareness, and whatnot.
Yeah.
Pay attention because you never know.
Mm-hmm. You should do one of those things that parents do to their kids, is like scare them so that they're, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe don't just grab them.
Yeah.
This is a lesson learned.
Sorry, kid, this is all educational.
but you get punched in the face.
That might get a call to my office later on.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Can you imagine? Our director of public safety goes around scaring us so that we can make sure that we're alert.
Right.
He's teaching us in real time.
Be slapping phones out of people's hands.
Okay, that would be really funny.
Oh my gosh, it would be so funny. Everybody just sees Kevin coming and like
Hi, Kevin.
phone in pocket.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's get into it, folks. Kevin, we have some questions for you. Are you ready for these?
I am ready.
All right. So, some students often tell us that campus safety feels overwhelming. There's a lot of things to know. What do you wish that they understood from the start?
More than anything is keep it simple. And I would say that about any sort of safety plan is don't be overwhelmed. It's easier to not be overwhelmed if you just break it down.
Mhm.
So first things first is what is the best approach for whatever it is. So if it's walking across campus, as you mentioned, well, A, pay attention. B, have the necessary things in mind. So like the Rave Guardian app, we've pressed that so many times with students. Have it, use it, make sure you're logged into it. So if there is something to keep in mind, like something happens, well, you know how to get a hold of us quickly. Because with the app, you can actually call us just by hitting a button on it as opposed to dialing a phone number that you have to remember or anything like that. Know the layout. So where are the emergency phones on campus? We call them assistance poles now, but where are those at? What route am I taking? Is it a well-lit route? Is it one of the pathways that's, more prone to darkness and whatnot, and bad things generally happen in darkness or they're more prone to? So just being smart about your situations. Don't be overwhelmed. Just break it down into simple little sections. What's the best thing for each, situation that I'm in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so kind of talking about walking, during the day, like as we mentioned, and you just mentioned as well, what about like walking at night? What's the best advice for students that are heading across campus at night, or even staff, right? Like we have some staff that live on campus. Think about the RCs. So any like very specific advice that you'd give to them?
Some of the best things you can do, you can't help, whether it's if you're going to walk in groups, that'd be the best thing you could do, right? That may be an option for you. If it's not an option for you, then choose the best lit pathway that you can. There's some that are better lit than others. So just be smart about it. Pay attention. It's one of those things where we talked in many of the situational awareness classes that I've taught is trust your gut. So if something doesn't feel right, it's probably not right. Trust that instinct. You've had it building up for a long, long time. Trust it.
I love that.
Yeah. So if something feels wrong, trust that and act accordingly. It's one of those things it's easier to do as well. If you don't have your eyes glued to your phone, you're not watching your feet as you walk, it's okay to keep your head up, keep your head on a swivel to an extent. It's one of those things of we want people to be prepared. Just don't be paranoid. It's an easy thing to do to pass that fine line between preparedness and overcautiousness. Just pay attention. And if something doesn't feel right, then act accordingly. If you see something strange and bizarre, call public safety. We have people available 24/7, 65. We will come out and look into it.
Okay.
So some students say they don't want to be like dramatic, or am I overreacting about this? What is your take? What would you tell them?
Call. If something doesn't feel right,
Mhm.
call, and don't worry about it, the perception later on. When I was on the police department, we used to tell people that all the time. It's okay to call 911, even if it's not necessarily an emergency, because that's the line they want you to use. With us, we have an emergency line and we have a non-emergency line, but either way, just call us if something feels wrong and we will come out and look at it. You're never, ever, ever going to bother us. I promise you. And no one's going to make you feel like you're bothering us.
Good.
I literally say that to students.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're there for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Promise you, we have people available who want to help.
Yeah, I'm like, trust they
Mhm.
want to help you. Okay, so what types of calls do students make most often?
If we're talking more specific to public safety, because we
Mhm.
get lots of calls about, hey, my card isn't working, and then you find out somebody's punched a hole through the through the swipe card because they're trying to hang it on a lanyard. Okay, we get calls like that. Those things happen, and I understand. Or somebody has it in their wallet and it's broken down over time and whatnot. That's fine. But in general sense, for things like why they're calling about safety issues, it may be anything from, hey, there's somebody suspicious that we see, and a lot of times it's just somebody waiting on a bus. Unfortunately we have those bus stops nearby.
Mhm,
And unfortunately, there's misperceptions on things. It
Mm.
could be things about they got locked out of the room, they need back in their room. We get things like that. It's surprising. Maybe it's not surprising. We're a relatively small campus in a nice
Mhm.
area. How few calls we get for legitimate
Mhm.
safety concerns. A lot of it is more of just convenience type things. And that's what we always tell people is we try to be a resource more than anything. If you're locked out, call us. If your car won't start, call us. If you need a ride across campus because you don't feel well or it's too dark or whatever, call us.
Mhm.
And that's most of what the calls that we get tend to be more handling the lockouts, cars won't start, things along those lines,
Okay.
as opposed to legitimate safety concerns. But we are ready just in case.
Yeah, that's a good thing, right?
That's right.
Okay. So there's a rumor on the streets
What?
that calling public safety means someone's getting in trouble. Can you clear that up for our listeners, please?
Yeah. It's an unfortunate reality that we are the enforcement arm of the university in the sense that we investigate violations, but that is such a tiny percentage of what we do. And if you're calling public safety, it's generally we look at it as somebody has something wrong that needs to be addressed. And if it's a public safety thing, we deal with it. If it's a convenience thing, we deal with it. But certainly it should never be the mindset of if you're calling public safety, it's because somebody's going to get in trouble. Because even then, if somebody does have a violation of policy or whatnot, any of the outcomes down the road of that tend to be more educational based than anything. It's like, hey, here's why you shouldn't have done it, because here's the downstream consequences of it that we want you to avoid so they don't haunt you later on in life or whatever.
Mhm.
It tends to be more focused on that than, haha, gotcha, and now you're going to get punished.
Okay. So some students live off campus. What should they keep in mind for safety there? Like, what do they have access to as far as resources?
Well, we have, in terms of us, I mean, they can always access the same thing the students can in terms of the Rave Guardian has all the tools and the resources of how to reach this person, reach your office, for instance, or they can call us easily and whatnot. In a general sense, if somebody has questions, they can always call us and we'll walk them through a lot of the same concepts that we would for students on campus, how to keep your vehicle secure, how to keep your residents secure, things along those lines. But there's other things as well. If they're traveling to and fro campus a lot, then they're parking in different areas probably on a regular basis. And then you have to start thinking about, well, where am I parking if it's after hours? Am I parking near a lighted source? And even then, because where I came from, we dealt with what was called CPTED, it's crime prevention through environmental design. And you're looking at how the built environment impacts behavior. So you're parking in a well-lit area, that's great. But then you have to think about light adaptations. Okay, if I'm parked directly under a light source and it's pitch black 10 feet past that source, my eyes can't make that adjustment. So maybe I park a little bit off the light. It's things along those lines. Whenever we give safety talks, it's all that type of stuff because a lot of things can be misconstrued of what's the best actual practice as to what is reality based and what serves you best in each situation. But I would say is if you live off campus and you have questions, call us. We'll give you the same attention we give anybody else.
You guys are about to get so many calls.
That's what I was just thinking that too. I was
Yeah.
like, the takeaway is just call.
That's right.
Kevin is dying to talk to you guys.
I sit all day with my hand poised near the phone.
So what is an underutilized or not well-known resource that public safety provides?
The two that come to mind immediately, one is the Rave Guardian app. And I keep talking about, we stress it so much that even whenever we hand out the parking permits, we stress it. Show me you got it on your phone, because it is such a good tool. Again, in an emergency, I've seen it before in situations where stress impacts fine motor skills. So trying to dial a number when your hands are shaking, but pressing one big button on your phone to call us, it's easy. You could chat with us. It has all the resource information about how to contact housing, or how to contact facilities, or how to contact maintenance, or after hours, whatever. It's all on there. Where are the AEDs in each building? It's on the app. It's just such a great tool. So that's the main one. The second one is the escorts across campus. We have plenty of times where students will come out. For instance, we're in the same building as the mail room. So students come out, and sometimes it's cold and they're carrying packages, and they come over sheepishly. Like, can I get a ride? Yes, you can get a ride. We'll gladly give you an escort. You're not feeling safe because you saw someone near campus that, it concerns you. Call us. We'll give you an escort. We've had it before where in the summertime, students or even guests to campus will see something and they don't feel comfortable, so they call us, or maybe the heat is too much and they're starting to feel lightheaded. Call us, we'll give you a ride. So it's one of those things to where the Rave Guardian and making use of those campus escorts, we wish more people would do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That Rave Guardian app, I think, is definitely underutilized. And I like that you have the chat feature too, because you're not always in a situation where you can make a call. And we've come across that, right? It's like, okay, we'll just text them and ask maybe if they can be on standby, or, kind of tell them what your concerns are. So I think
a lot of good tools in it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So if you had one message for students at the end of this episode, what would it be?
Have a plan. I mean, honestly, it's a thing to where don't go through life waiting for things to happen unprepared. I always tell people you have to be the proponent of your own well-being. So have a plan, think ahead in the sense of, we talk a little bit about the safety things people can do in your apartment. Have an idea what you're going to do. So many times we'll get a call and you see in general a sense of, what do I do to protect against burglars and whatnot? Well, keep your door locked for starters. How to keep my car from being vandalized or broken into. Keep the doors locked, keep things out of sight. Walking across campus, again, walking in well-lit areas if you can walk in. So just having a mindset, don't go through life, with this sort of cloud above you that blocks out all common sense and whatnot. Just have a general idea, but again, don't let it become such that, again, the preparedness turns into paranoia. I don't want that, because every time I do a situational awareness class that comes up of how do you know when you're prepared enough kind of thing? Well, when you start to get to the point where you're walking into a room and you're forward somersaulting into some sort of karate mode, you may be a little over prepared at that.
Awesome. You'd look very cool, though.
Be aware, but not paranoid.
Yeah.
To do that, you have to think about each situation. We always talk about your body won't go where your mind's never been. We've had that phrase before. So just think about certain things ahead of time so that if something presents itself, you're better prepared to act.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you ready for myth versus fact? You're gonna clean some stuff up.
Myth busting. Let's do it.
Yes, Kevin the Mythbuster. Okay, our first one is you can only call public safety for emergencies.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing of, again, call us. We are available all the time. Literally, the office never, ever, ever closes, and you can call us for anything. It does not have to be an emergency. Again, we get calls from everything. I've locked myself out of my room, or there's a cat getting into one building or another.
We know the cat.
Yeah.
We're familiar.
So call for anything, literally anything. It does not have to be an emergency. And I think even the police central dispatch would tell you that. You don't have to call 911 only if it's an emergency. If you need help or you have questions, call us.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, myth number 2. Bad things happen because students aren't careful enough.
Yeah, I would say bad things could happen. I don't want people to walk around and think that bad things are waiting to jump out.
Except for you when you're
That's right. Beware the Kevin slapping phones out of your hands. No, it's a thing. Yeah, you could go through life with blinders on and nothing may ever happen to you. And great, good for you. I would still say that's a bad strategy for life. Just be cognizant of safety risks, be smart about it. And then you're that much more prepared to make sure that they don't happen to you. Or if something does happen, you're better prepared to deal with it in a moment. But the odds, you're safe on campus in a general sense. I don't want people walking around thinking that bad things are around every corner and they need to be paranoid about them.
Public safety is only here to enforce the rules.
I know that can be a perception. We are not the po-po, and we are not looking to jack somebody up on charges or whatever they may think of it. No, we are first and foremost a resource. We always tell people that first and foremost. I mean, if there are violations, we get called to maybe report them, and they get forwarded on. But like I said before, even then, it's all done from the standpoint of there's a mistake made. We want to make sure it's not repeated because here's the problem that you could deal with later on. So we try to do it from that approach.
Yes, you guys are like a support. It's so wonderful.
That's right. Try
Your resources.
Again, but we tie in with your all's office.
Yep.
It's all meant to be a sort of a spider web of resources that we want students to, to walk on and feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
Because if we can't deal with it, then we'll connect you via the web to someone else who can.
Yeah. That's why we're housed in the same division.
There you go.
Student life.
That's right.
We're here for you. All right. A little self-care spotlight. Kevin, what's one easy, practical tip students can try this week?
I hate to keep repeating it, but if you don't have the Raid Guardian, get it. Just load it and make sure you're logged in. Because even then, we'll talk to students afterwards. And because like we said before, make sure they have it before they get their parking permits. We'll talk to them later on, and we'll see that they have it, but they're not logged into it anymore. Stay logged into it. That's how we send out our messages about alerts and whatnot. It's the push notifications. That's how we notify in most situations. And it's got all the resources. So first and foremost, do that, please. I implore you to get the app.
So everyone go ahead and check and make sure that you're signed into it right now.
Yes.
That's right.
Hit pause.
Come back once you've signed in.
Yes.
Kevin, thank you so much for coming here and talking to us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Safety isn't about paranoia. It's about support, community, and small habits that keep you grounded.
This is Hot Mess Help Desk.
2 counselors,
Total hot messes.
here to help you thrive.
Safely.
This podcast was produced by Student Media. Student Media is a student organization at the University of Evansville that utilizes design, photography, video, and sound towards experiential and academic learning in journalistic endeavors and storytelling. Student Media elevates the voice of the student body and connects the campus and community to important information and points of view. If you would like to donate, go to fireside.evansville.edu/donate to contribute to a program. Before we go, a quick reminder, you don't have to handle everything on your own.
If you're a student here at UE, you can connect with us at the Counseling Center. Just call 812-488-2663. Email counselingservices@evansville.edu or stop by during office hours.
If you're not on our campus, check in with your school's counseling center or a local provider for support.
And if you ever feel like you're in immediate danger or are having thoughts of harming yourself or others, please call Public Safety to get in contact with a UE counselor or call 911 right away.
You can also dial 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. It's available 24/7 anywhere in the U.S.
You're not alone, and reaching out takes courage.